Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the last game of the winter season. Like this time I played exceptionally in National League B because we had a promotion competition for National League A. So I could support my team and played at the last board with the white pieces. So I started with E4, then C6, Caro-Kann opening. And this is everything theory. Then knight f3, knight e7, c3, e6, bishop c4, bishop d6, like everything novel developing move. Short castle, knight gf6, rook e1, queen c7. Then I played a4. Here the computer says queen e2 is a bit better with some ideas of capturing here. Here it's not possible, it's a bit too early. My idea was to play a4 and a5 to gain a bit space, and I neither wanted to play a bit too much in the center because I didn't know if he will castle short side or long side. So we castled short side, so it's not an attacking game. Knight h4. Here I just wanted to get the bishop pair. Rook f8, captures. And yeah, here are tons of different moves possible, which I calculated. a5 is one for gaining a bit the space, as I mentioned. Queen f3, according to computer the best, following with bishop g5 and something like h4, h5. Bishop g5 is a move, but I played bishop e3. c5, it's what I calculated, what I was prepared for. Then I played bishop b5 to pin his knight. And yeah, in case he captures, I would just recapture with the pawn and then playing rook c1 and having a bit play there, and yeah, just try to open the center for my bishop here. He went outside of the pin, queen f3, a6. Then I decided to give up the bishop pair, because if I play bishop d3, then he can, capturing and playing knight d5, knight f6, and my bishop pair is not doing that much. That's why I decided to give it up, and after capture there, bishop g5, with the threat of capturing the knight, and in case if he would go away with the knight, something like that, then I had the idea of knight e4 and playing more active with my pieces. So I played bishop e7, bishop f4, bishop d6, and now here I decided to capture. He recaptured with the rook d1, rook d8, and then I traded a bit stuff off for the endgame. And here I was quite confident because my pawn structure is slightly better, because I have here 3 pawns against 2, and when you have 3 against 2, it's easier to build a pass pawn rather than playing with 4 against 3 pawns. Then he played b5. It was a move I didn't understand that much. I expected something like either queen trade or queen c5, something like that. b5, capture, and then after queen d3, I have my queen on the open file. Queen a5, and now I played knight f1. The threat is to win a pawn with queen check and capturing on b2. So it's not possible to play something like h3, because that's quite pointless. The other option is play b4, but b4 has also a downside of, yeah, let's say queen a1, then I go back, and after this I can capture, but then I'm losing at the end my pawn here. It will fall long term. That's why I decided to play knight f1, even though I knew it's a bit passive. Knight to d5, g3, stopping knight f4, queen a4, knight d2. The idea is if he gets the check now, I will go back with the queen to b1. Then he played g5, h3, f6. And here I, in general, made a misinterpretation of the position, because I thought it's better for me, for the same reason like I told you before, this 2 against 1 pawn now. But my chess coach later told me that, yeah, the knight on d5 compensates that by far. Like this knight, it's really hard to kick away, because whenever I play b3, he has this check and then he can win c3, so it's not that easy to push c4. Yeah. So here I played king h2. I didn't want to play king g2 because of this maneuver here. For showing if I would capture, he can just win the queen with discovery check. That's why I played king h2, queen d1, b3. Now I'm preparing c4, king e7, c4, capture, capture, knight went back, queen c3, going out of this pin, queen e2, and then here, yeah, I had a bit of time trouble, but not too much. So I played king g2, knight c6, then I played knight f3, which is not really good because he has queen e4, and then I have another pin, which is really annoying. Yeah, I saw the right move, but I thought I need to keep the knights on the board. Queen f3 is better, because after capturing, I have the pass pawn. So he is more or less forced to capture. And then this is a drawish position. But yeah, I overpushed it a bit with knight f3, queen e3, king g1, e5, and after c5, move number 40. He has king e6, and then suddenly I realized, okay, I have the pass pawn, but the pass pawn goes nowhere. His king is suddenly really active, and my king can't do too much. So I played knight to d2, knight d5, knight b3, and knight b3 was the main mistake, because it loses the game. It has a bit different aspects, like knight d4 is the correct move which he found. I have to capture, because otherwise he has this threat, and if I go here, it's a checkmate. And any other good moves I don't really have, so capturing. It's important that he captures with the pawn, and now the problem is he is one tempi too fast, because he attacks the queen. Let's say if I play king c1, he plays this, and then I have to play queen d1, otherwise he will make a queen, and then he can just play king d6 and it's game over. If my queen would be on, yeah, let's say c1, then I could push it, but like that not. So I played queen d3, I gave up the pawn, because the other idea that I had is queen c1, d3, and then coming closer with the king. But here, same problem, queen h1 is a checkmate. Otherwise, I could have played king f1 and saved the game. But here, I played queen d3, then I lost the pawn. And then I guess I was a bit too much frustrated that I overplayed it, and then h4 is not the best move, but it's already really hard to play. And after capture, he has this maneuver. And here, we're seeing now some checks, because I wanted to fight for myself and for the team as well. So, couple of checks. When black is able to trade the queens, he wins. That's why I always have to be careful that this is not happening. King f1, check, and then he wins the pawn. And then I'm 2 pawns down, which is already hard. And at this moment here, I realized it's time to give up, because if I give a check here, if he goes here, of course, I have a checkmate all of a sudden. But he can just go there, and then if I give my check here, I'm just running out of checks. I have 2 pawns less, and the queen is just too strong here, protecting everything. And so that was a sad ending, because up until here I played good against a stronger opponent. I also had some advantage, but then I just misevaluated the position and played knight b3, was too far away from the king, and after knight d4 I have to trade it off, and then it's one tempi that decided the game. So with this loss, I wish you a wonderful weekend. I hope you learned something from this game. Stay healthy and see you by the next clip.